Good evening, YouTube. It is Hannah from Smaugish, and oh, let me just fix my camera. I am coming with a bit of a weird one. Again, it's not a completely planned video, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. I have made the decision, and I'm gonna say over this weekend, but it's not really just this weekend. It's something I've been really considering for a while now. And I'm gonna go mostly vegan, by which I mean, but while I transition, I'm gonna try to be vegan as much as possible. I'm gonna try and limit my consumption of animal products completely if possible, but at the same time I'm gonna kind of go at least aim for a 90-10 sort of basis. And I just thought I'd make a video, because I thought it'd be quite good to sort of track my track how I do with my transition into veganism, and just talk a little bit about why. So I've got myself a drink, put on some green lipstick just for this video, and yeah, I thought I'd talk a little bit about why I'm deciding to do this. So I've been a vegetarian since I was 15, which is about 13, coming up for 13 years now. And this actually ties in a bit with my mental health video, so I'll talk a little bit about that now. When I was a teenager especially, I really suffered with my mental health, like badly. I've had depression for a long time. And one of the things that came with that was self-harm and suicidal thoughts, basically. And I had a few, near misses, and I attempted suicide by overdose. And when I survived all of those things, I kind of thought to myself, you know what, I have a completely new respect for life, and I have a completely new idea of life. And if I've been given this second chance, and I can sustain myself without taking the life of anything else, I would like to do that. I was a pescatarian for years, however, I still ate fish and seafood and things. And really recently, the last few years, I've been really striving to completely go vegetarian. But for the last 2 or 3 years, I've done Vegan October and then Veganuary, and I did Veganuary this year. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed almost the challenge of cooking and working out vegan things and veganizing different recipes and different foodstuffs. And I really enjoyed how I felt when I was vegan, and when I wasn't consuming animal products. I really liked what it was doing to my body. I lost a bit of weight. I don't know if you can kind of see, but yeah, I lost a little bit of weight and things. And the more I've read about different aspects of the dairy and egg industry, for example, the harder it has been for me to consume those things. When it comes to things like products, like makeup and things, I try to be cruelty-free as much as I can. To be honest, now completely cruelty-free, and I choose vegan products where I can. So I use lots of, pretty much all my skincare and like showers, shampoo and stuff comes from Superdrug, because all Superdrug's own stuff is vegan. If not vegan, then definitely cruelty-free and suitable for vegetarians. And I haven't bought anything that's leather for a long time. I buy second-hand leather because, in my honest opinion, if something's already dyed and the piece of clothing has already been made, then my buying it is not going to contribute to the leather industry or anything like that. Wouldn't ever wear fur, that weirds me out. But yeah, when it comes to my food, I'd really struggled with it, and I love chocolate, I love ice cream, I love cheese. Those 3 things are things that don't necessarily agree with me because I am lactose intolerant. So when it comes to dairy, I limit it anyway. And actually, apart from in baked goods or the odd poached egg or whatever, I don't eat egg that much. So yeah, I know that it's going to be a really hard thing to do, completely cut out animal products, because there's even egg whites in corn and things like that. So I figure if I slip up, if I eat corn or whatever, as long as I'm consciously trying to reduce the amount of animal product that I eat, that I consume, that I use, then I've got to be having, you know, it's got to have a positive effect. And if I can limit my, I guess, footprint, whatever you want to call it, in any way that I possibly can, then I want to try and do that. I hate always bringing up in these videos, but my new partner is a very big part of that, because I've been with people in the past that have really been really against it. Like, my ex was really against me even cutting out fish 100%, and used to say things like, oh, you know, he's gonna restrict you, it's unhealthy, you need this, you need that, you need the other. And he was almost like, he almost threatened that he would dump me if I went vegan, things like that. And I had another ex who was really, they had a former partner that was a vegan, and they used to talk about how much of an idiot they were and how crazy obsessive they were, and you know, when they went out to eat they could only eat chips. It's like I've had that life during veganuary, so I'm all cool with that. But yeah, so, and my parents are cool with it because it's my life, my body, my family. I research things, I make sure I have all the nutrients I need. So yeah, I thought I'd make a video explaining that. So yeah, my reasons for veganism is pretty much a health thing. I feel better, and with these ongoing health problems that I mentioned in my previous video, when I went vegan, it really helped. And yeah, the more I read about things, like the fact that with the egg industry, even when I buy, like, we get milk and eggs delivered by a local dairy farm, like an independent dairy farm. So we still have like a milkman delivery that brings milk and eggs. And even when I'm buying eggs from a local farmer, boy chicks are still going to be disposed of, shall we say. Like, that's just an intrinsic part of it. The boy chicks are useless. And that really, really affects me, because chickens are such beautiful creatures, and pigs are some of my absolute favourite animals. I love pigs so much. Cows, we've had beef, we've had, you know, issues, but I still love them. They're clever, they're gentle. Sheep are hilarious. So all of these animals, and you know, my reasoning for still eating fish for a while was, you know, I came up with this stupid idea that fish were behind global warming, because if the sea levels rise, who benefits? Fish. But I felt like a massive hypocrite. It's like, why was it okay for me to eat fish but not eat pigs and cows and sheep and ducks and chickens? So that's why I kind of thought, well, I've got to give everything up. And a lot of people are going to say, oh, but you know, what if you eat a caterpillar in your lettuce or something like that? Well, I probably won't, because I would wash it first, but hey. And I still haven't decided where I'm going to fall on the honey debate, because obviously honey is an animal byproduct because it comes from bees, but bees are in such a precarious position, and I've got to do more reading. So for the time being, I'm going to try and avoid honey, but I'm not going to replace it with acacia or like agave nectar or anything like that, because a lot of the research coming out now is actually saying you should eat honey because you should support the honey industry, because actually a reliance on things like agave nectar it's kind of doing worse for the bees than if you just ate the honey. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now, and I'm not necessarily gonna like intentionally avoid wool, but I don't pretty much wear wool. Most of my clothes are synthetic anyway, because I buy really decent clothing, but it's synthetic or cotton anyway, so I'm not going to necessarily avoid wool, but if I can choose something that's not wool over something that is wool, then I would probably do that. So yeah, that's a little bit of a kind of mind stream of consciousness sort of word vomit explanation for my recent decision to go vegan more full time. And I've mentioned it in various vlogs and things that it's something I have considered doing for a while, but I've thought, you know what, now's a good time as any. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any advice, any tips, or you have things that you'd like me to read or things like that, please do pop them in the comment section below, because I want to learn as much as I possibly can about this. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.